On the assumption that the Republicans maintain slight control of the House of Representatives and the Democrats maintain a very slight control of the Senate, no matter who's president, we'll have a divided government. In the last 10 to 25 years, it has been as acrimonious, vitriolic, and uncompromising as I've ever seen in my lifetime, which is a little more than 25 years. And my question to each of you is, Congressman DeLauro, as a veteran, senior member of the Congress, or Mr. Winsley, as a newbie freshman, how would you deal with this, and what would you do to help move things forward?
I don't know that it's 25 years. I'm serious in terms of the acrimony, but it has been confrontational in the last several years, and particularly in the last 4 years. I think you have seen what I describe as political dysfunction writ large, and that we can't continue to have. But let me step back, and I'm not Pollyanna. I think I'm a good observer of what's going on and how we can deal with it. I think that this particular election has drawn so much confrontation for whatever reasons you want to apply to it. For instance, when Mitch McConnell says 4 years ago that our one basic goal is to have Barack Obama have one term. When you do get to the House of Representatives, and for instance, while the health care bill became law, we were doing nothing about it until the Supreme Court acted. The Supreme Court acted. Now we continue to try to repeal it, and we do nothing until the election. What's waiting for the election, if you will, in terms of the mindset about this particular 4 years and this current election, it isn't about moving the ball forward on a lot of very serious issues. It is about waiting for November 6th to see what happens. If November 6th goes in which I don't believe, that Governor Romney will win. I believe Barack Obama will be the next president of the United States. We will then decide on transportation bill, violence against women, what we're going to do with the tax issue, what we will do with the debt ceiling, what we're going to do on coming together on the deficit, and waiting for this to occur. If, and I believe, as I said, he will be reelected, I think then that notion that he does have, that President Obama has his second term, will open up space. I do. I think you will then begin to say, okay, look, he's reelected, we have this next 4 years, we have a deficit, we have to create jobs. The jobs bill, these are issues on which Republicans and Democrats, pieces of it, have agreed in the past, will not agree now, waiting for November 6th. So that it opens up some political space in which people can come together. And they are coming together on the Senate side. It's been the House, with 87 new people, mostly from the Tea Party, I'll be very frank with you, who will not compromise or come to consensus on any issue. You have to. You cannot govern from the extremes, because your final point was to me. You can't. I've spent a lot of time working in a bipartisan way with people on the other side. You take a look at a lot of the legislation that I've done. But we need to do it on these national issues. The way it's been done in the past, we get past November 6th, believe Barack Obama will be elected. I believe there will be the space in which we can move forward to take on the challenges. I don't think the country will allow anything more here. The people are fed up with inaction. They understand compromise. You've got to come together for what is the common good.
I think one important step would be for us as citizens to stop allowing so many of our elected officials to hyphenate us against one another. The theme of my campaign has been, we all win with Winsley. Now, it's not just a clever play on my name. What that means is I'm speaking to everyone, Republicans, Democrats, unaffiliated. As I stand in front of you right now, I don't know who is who. I see a room full of Americans. When I served in the United States Navy, I wasn't serving to defend the Democratic half or the Republican half or the unaffiliated middle. I was defending my country and all in it. And that approach needs to be brought back to Washington. As a freshman congressman, which is what I would be if you choose to send me to Washington, I've gotten the question, well, Wayne, can one person make a difference? Can you? And I believe the answer is absolutely yes. You can, if you have the courage and integrity to stand up. You know, look, Rosa Parks was one lady who kept her seat on the bus. And you know, there were some people on the bus saying, Rosa, get up, come on, it's not worth it, get up, it's too big, don't. But she didn't. Now, I am not saying that I am as great a person as Rosa Parks. What I am saying, though, is that I do have that kind of deep and abiding love for my country. And we should be able to do that in Washington. Now, let me ask you this. If you're married, just raise your hand for a second. Any married people in the room? Okay. Now, those of you married, if you agree with your spouse on every issue 100% of the time, raise your hand. Why do you know? I've been married to my beautiful wife and we've gone for a long time. There are some issues. There's been some times when she thinks I'm a flaming idiot. But here's the thing. When you do have those points of disagreement, you work it out. And you compromise. You agree, you cooperate, because the relationship is that important. Well, will we agree on every issue? No. But I do believe that our country and its stability and long-term well-being is important enough that, yes, we in government should be able to, at the very least, work it out like married folks and get the job done for the American people, because it's been too long of nothing getting done because, oh, well, they're on the other side, or, oh, well, they're on the other side. Now, do I agree with President Barack Obama on every issue? No. But if I am in Congress and he's reelected, will I work with him? Yes. You know why? It's that important. Because I'm not there to get along with anybody else. I'm there to represent you in our country. And it's about time that we have elected officials on both sides of the aisle who are willing to put the people first. Thank you.